Good morning, everyone. I'm delighted to welcome you all today. Thank you for being here. Today's presentation is titled Quality by Culture, and I'm excited to explore this important topic with you. We'll be discussing how organizational culture influences quality, the key elements that shape a quality-oriented environment, and practical ways to foster a culture of excellence. So, without further ado, let's dive into the world of quality by culture. Now, let's take a closer look at the 8 principles of quality management according to ISO 9001. First, leadership is crucial. Strong leaders set the vision and create an environment where quality is a priority. Customer focus is also essential. Understanding and meeting our customers' needs helps us build trust and loyalty. Process performance emphasizes the importance of managing and improving our processes to ensure consistent quality. Systems management ties everything together. It's about having a structured approach that oversees the entire quality system effectively. Continual improvement reminds us that we should always seek ways to enhance our products and processes. Involvement of people highlights that engaging our team at all levels drives better outcomes. A factual approach to decision-making means relying on data and evidence rather than assumptions. Lastly, building strong supplier relationships ensures that our supply chain supports our quality goals. Altogether, these principles form the foundation of an effective quality management system, one that maintains control throughout the product lifecycle by vigilantly overseeing process performance and product quality. A quality-focused organizational culture offers a range of important benefits. First, it promotes process stability, which means we can detect problems early before they escalate. This early detection helps us stay ahead and maintain consistency in our operations. Second, a strong focus on quality enhances our productivity and overall performance, because when everyone is aligned on quality goals, work flows more smoothly and efficiently. Third, by maintaining high standards, we experience fewer major deviations, failures, and investigations. This results in more efficient quality assurance processes and quicker batch releases. Additionally, there's a lower chance of costly emergency remediations or non-compliance issues, which can be disruptive and expensive. We also reduce the likelihood of significant customer complaints or returns, protecting our reputation and customer trust. Finally, fostering a culture of quality helps safeguard our brand and makes us more competitive, aligning with Deming's chain reaction concept that continuous quality improvement leads to better business results overall. All these benefits underscore how vital a quality-oriented culture is to achieving long-term success. Let's talk about some common sources of variability that can affect our processes. First, we have the man, or the human factor. This includes the skill level, attention, and consistency of the operators involved. Next, materials are crucial. They can vary in quality, composition, or even batch-to-batch differences, impacting the final outcome. Then there are methods, the procedures and techniques we follow. Slight changes or inconsistencies here can lead to variability. Measurements are also a key point. The precision and accuracy of our measurement tools can introduce variability if not properly calibrated or used consistently. Machines, including facilities and equipment, play a major role. Equipment wear, setup errors, or differences between machines can all contribute to variability. And finally, the environment. Factors like temperature, humidity, and lighting can fluctuate and influence the process or the product. Understanding these sources helps us identify where variability might creep in and how we can control or minimize it. All of these elements are interconnected, and managing them effectively is essential for maintaining quality and consistency throughout our operations. Now, let's take a closer look at some key indicators that help us monitor process performance and product quality. First, we have nonconformances, discrepancies, deviations, failures, and recalls. These are all signs that something isn't aligning with our quality standards and require immediate attention. Next, we look at product quality data, which provides us with essential insights into how our products are performing in real-world conditions. Process monitoring results, such as batch data and trend analysis, help us identify patterns or anomalies over time, giving us a proactive way to catch issues early. We also need to consider equipment or facility issues, like malfunctions or maintenance needs, because these can directly impact product quality. Raw material issues are equally important. They can introduce variability or defects if not properly controlled. Regulatory findings, whether from local authorities or at other sites, remind us to stay compliant and learn from external assessments. Audits and self-inspections serve as internal checks to ensure our processes are robust and compliant. Customer complaints and product returns are critical feedback points. They often point to underlying issues that we need to resolve. Finally, stability testing results help us understand how our products behave over time and under different conditions, ensuring they remain safe and effective throughout their shelf life. All these elements are interconnected and essential for maintaining high standards, supporting continuous improvement, and ensuring that we deliver quality products consistently. Managing risks is such a crucial part of any successful strategy. Today, I want to ask you, do you connect the dots? By that, I mean, are you able to see how different risks might relate to each other and impact your overall objectives? It's not just about identifying individual risks, but understanding how they interact and how one might lead to or influence another. Connecting these dots helps us create a clearer picture of the bigger risk landscape. It allows us to prioritize our responses and allocate resources more effectively. When we see the relationships between risks, we can also anticipate potential cascading effects, those domino moments that can escalate issues if not managed early. This idea ties back to our overall theme of proactive risk management. It's about moving beyond isolated risk assessments and developing a holistic view. When you do that, you're better prepared to make informed decisions, mitigate surprises, and steer your projects or organization toward success. So always ask yourself, are you connecting the dots? Because that's where effective risk management truly begins. Now, let's talk about the importance of having a solid system for corrective and preventive actions, or CAPA. It's crucial that the pharmaceutical company establishes a clear process for addressing issues that arise. These issues can come from various sources like complaints, product rejections, nonconformances, recalls, deviations, audits, regulatory inspections, and even trends we observe in process performance or product quality monitoring. The key is to have a structured approach to investigating these situations. This approach helps us accurately identify the root cause of the problem, rather than just addressing the surface symptoms. By doing so, we can implement effective corrective actions to fix the issue and preventive actions to stop it from happening again in the future. This systematic method ensures consistency, accountability, and continuous improvement. It aligns with our overall goal of maintaining high quality and compliance standards in the pharmaceutical industry. So, having a well-defined CAPA process is essential for not only addressing problems, but also for fostering a culture of proactive quality management. When we see out-of-specification results, it often points to a potential flaw in our product or process design. These issues can stem from a lack of robustness in the product formulation, meaning that small variations can cause significant shifts in quality. It might also be due to inadequate characterization or control of raw materials, which are the building blocks of our product. Additionally, substantial variation can be introduced at one or more unit operations during manufacturing. These are the steps where things can go off track if not carefully managed. Sometimes, it's a combination of these factors that leads to variability. In such cases, it's critical to undertake a redesign of either the product or the process itself. This is essential to ensure we achieve reproducible and consistent product quality. We don't want variability to compromise the effectiveness or safety of our products. That's where our change management system comes into play. It helps us implement corrections and improvements in a timely and effective manner. This system ensures that we're continually refining our processes. The goal is to implement appropriate product quality improvements, process enhancements, and variability reduction strategies. We also look to foster innovation and strengthen our pharmaceutical quality system. By doing so, we maintain a focus on consistently delivering high-quality products that meet all standards and patient needs. Let's talk about quality policy and planning. These are the foundation of our quality management system, guiding how we approach quality across all areas. It's essential that we continuously assess and improve the effectiveness of our QMS, ensuring we maintain a consistent state of control. Management's commitment to quality and safety is at the core of everything we do. It sets the tone and drives accountability throughout the organization. Internal communications play a crucial role here. They support creating a culture where staff feel empowered to surface issues without hesitation. This openness allows us to identify problems promptly and focus on continual improvement. When major issues arise, it's important that these are escalated to top management quickly, so we can address them effectively and prevent recurrence. Resource management is another key aspect. Our responsibility extends beyond just our local site or even the entire corporation. It includes the entire supply chain. This means we need to manage outsourced activities, such as contract manufacturing organizations, or CMOs, with the same rigor. Ensuring the quality of incoming materials is vital, especially when there are changes in raw material suppliers or their quality, because these can impact the final product and patient safety. Overall, management responsibility encompasses all these elements. It's about establishing a robust system that promotes quality at every level, from planning and communication to resource allocation and oversight of external partners. When we get this right, we create a strong foundation for delivering safe, high-quality products consistently. Leadership and the corporate quality culture are fundamentally linked. When we talk about a strong quality culture, it's not just about policies or procedures. It's about the mindset and values that permeate the organization. And the key driver of this culture is top management. Top management sets the tone from the very top. Their commitment and attitude towards quality influence everyone else in the organization. If leaders prioritize quality, invest in continuous improvement, and demonstrate a genuine commitment, it encourages everyone to follow suit. This means that quality isn't just a departmental responsibility. It's a core value embedded throughout the entire organization. When leadership actively promotes a culture of quality, it fosters an environment where employees feel empowered, responsible, and motivated to uphold high standards. In essence, a quality culture driven by top management creates a ripple effect that touches all levels of the organization, helping us achieve our overall goals of excellence and customer satisfaction. It's a reminder that leadership's role isn't just about making decisions, but about shaping the values that drive our success. Let's talk about organizational structures and how they support a strong quality culture. Having clear structures helps ensure everyone understands their roles and responsibilities when it comes to quality. Actions truly speak louder than words. It's not just about saying we value quality, it's about consistently demonstrating that through our behaviors and decisions. The quality of the work you accept sets the standard for everyone else. When you hold high standards and only accept excellent work, it encourages a culture of continuous improvement. Support for the quality organization is vital. When leadership actively backs quality initiatives, it sends a powerful message that quality is a top priority across the entire organization. Investments in quality, whether in training, tools, or processes, are essential. They show that we're committed to maintaining and enhancing our standards over time. Lastly, integrating quality into business decisions ensures that quality considerations are part of our strategic thinking from the start. When quality is involved early, we make better decisions that benefit the organization in the long run. All of these elements come together to build a true quality culture, where quality isn't just a goal, but a fundamental part of who we are as an organization. Let's take a closer look at the levels of maturity in a quality culture. At level 1, small problems often snowball into larger issues before anyone really notices. Management usually only becomes aware of problems when a crisis hits, which means issues aren't caught early enough to prevent escalation. Moving up to level 2, organizations tend to be mostly reactive. They patch problems as they come, fixing symptoms rather than root causes, but there is some willingness to change and improve. At level 3, things become more proactive. The organization starts surfacing major issues earlier and implements some lasting systemic improvements. This shows a shift from just reacting to problems to actively managing quality. And finally, at level 4, organizations act preventively and reward ongoing improvement. Routine practices include implementing meaningful process and system enhancements, embedding a culture where quality is a continuous, integral part of daily operations. So the key question here is, how mature is your quality culture? Recognizing where your organization stands can help guide your journey toward a more proactive and sustainable approach to quality management. Let's talk about what it means to prioritize a strong quality culture, especially when it comes to patient safety. On this slide, we see two important concepts: the producer's risk, or alpha, and the consumer's risk, or beta. The producer's risk is the chance that we reject a good product, that is, something that actually meets quality standards. Think of it as the risk of discarding something that's perfectly fine. On the other hand, the consumer's risk, or beta, is the chance that we accept a defective product, something that doesn't meet quality standards and could potentially harm the patient. These risk probabilities depend on a couple of key factors. One is the cost associated with scrapping good product. That's a direct financial impact. And the other is the cost of shipping bad product, which could compromise patient safety or lead to recalls. So the key takeaway here is that understanding and balancing these risks, producer risk and consumer risk, is essential. It's about making sure we don't reject good products unnecessarily, but also that we don't accept defective ones. This balance is fundamental to fostering a quality culture that truly prioritizes patient safety, aligning with our overall goal of delivering safe, effective healthcare. Let's consider the variability involved in these critical human-machine interactions. First, there's the setup of equipment like the stopper hopper or BFS machinery, which requires precision and attention. Then, we have routine interventions, which are standard tasks performed regularly to ensure smooth operations. However, non-routine interventions, such as fixing a vial jam or addressing an equipment malfunction, introduce more variability and potential risk. Charging containers or closures onto a filling line is another critical step that demands accuracy. Aseptic connections and the aseptic addition of non-filterable ingredients are also key points where contamination risk must be carefully managed. Additionally, wrapping parts and equipment for a porous autoclave load, disinfection of the processing line and room, and the transfer of product, like loading half-stopped vials into a lyophilizer, all involve complex procedures that can vary based on circumstances. Sometimes, we need to clear a certain number of units, or even all units on the aseptic processing line, especially after major or extended interventions. All these points highlight the importance of risk management decisions. Because each step can impact product quality and patient safety, understanding and controlling variability is essential. This is a core part of our overall approach to ensuring a robust, reliable manufacturing process. Let's talk about the role of executive management. Their key responsibility is setting the strategic direction for the organization. They make high-level decisions that shape the company's future, ensuring all efforts align with the overall vision. They also play a critical role in establishing a strong governance framework, which helps maintain accountability and transparency across all levels. Another important aspect is resource allocation, deciding where to invest time, talent, and money to maximize impact and achieve strategic goals. Furthermore, executive management fosters a culture of leadership and innovation, encouraging teams to be proactive and adaptable in a constantly changing environment. All of these points connect back to the broader theme of effective leadership, guiding the organization through clear vision and disciplined execution to sustain long-term success. Let's talk about some key design principles that help ensure quality in our processes. First, separation is crucial. It prevents mix-ups and contamination by keeping different materials or stages apart. This way, we reduce the risk of errors or unwanted cross-contamination. Next, automation plays a vital role. By automating tasks, we eliminate manual variability. Human factors like fatigue or inconsistent technique are minimized, leading to more reliable and consistent results. Finally, integration helps us minimize risks associated with manual transfers between unit operations. When these steps are well integrated, it reduces the chance of mistakes or contamination during transfers, ensuring smoother, safer workflows. All these elements, separation, automation, and integration, are fundamental to designing processes that prioritize quality. They work together to create a safer, more efficient environment, which is at the heart of our overall approach. So, how do you really know if your quality culture is healthy? Well, first, it's about observing the behaviors and attitudes across your team. Are people openly discussing issues and sharing ideas for improvement? That openness is a good sign. Next, look at accountability. Are individuals taking responsibility for their work and for quality outcomes? When everyone owns their part, it shows a strong, healthy culture. Another key point is continuous learning. Is your team actively seeking ways to get better, and are mistakes seen as opportunities to learn rather than failures to hide? That mindset is crucial. Also, consider engagement. Are employees motivated and committed to quality, or do they see it as just a checkbox? High engagement indicates a positive culture. Finally, connect these points back to the overall theme. A healthy quality culture isn't just about policies or procedures, it's about the mindset and daily habits of everyone involved. When these elements align, you know your culture is on the right track. A robust quality culture is fundamentally about being vigilant and proactive. That means constantly monitoring our processes and anticipating issues before they arise, rather than just reacting after the fact. It's also about keeping the patient at the center of everything we do, ensuring their safety and well-being guide our decisions. A strong quality culture is science and risk-based, which helps us make informed decisions based on data and potential impacts. This approach enables us to identify issues early, even when they are still small, so we can address them promptly and prevent bigger problems later on. It's important that we meet good manufacturing practice standards readily, maintaining high quality in every aspect of our operations. Additionally, we are responsible for ensuring any supplier or contract site is properly qualified and performing their functions satisfactorily. This oversight is critical in maintaining overall quality and compliance. Supporting business needs is also a key part of this culture because when quality is assured, it leads to higher yields, greater dependability, and sustainability over the long term. It's a win-win that benefits everyone involved. Now, it's equally important to recognize what a strong quality culture should not be. It should not be reactive or defensive. Issues need to be surfaced openly and addressed quickly. We don't want to hide problems. Instead, we want transparency and a willingness to improve. And finally, a quality culture should not rely solely on a procedural checklist approach, just following plan do, without the check-act cycle. Continuous improvement and learning are what truly drive quality forward and embedded into our everyday practices. For further support, please feel free to contact us. We're here to help with any questions or additional information you might need. Thank you so much for your time and attention throughout this presentation. We truly appreciate your interest and engagement. Remember, whether it's clarification or guidance, we're just a message or call away. Thanks again, and have a great day.